Hello, friends. Welcome back to our book channel where we dive into the most influential books shaping our future. Today we're exploring The Age of AI and Our Human Future by Henry Kissinger, Eric Schmidt, and Daniel Huttenlocher, a groundbreaking collaboration between a legendary diplomat, a tech visionary, and an AI expert. Part 1. Introduction. This isn't just another tech book about artificial intelligence. It's a profound exploration of how AI is fundamentally transforming human civilization itself. When Henry Kissinger, architect of modern diplomacy, teams up with Eric Schmidt, former Google CEO, and Daniel Huttenlocher from MIT, you know we're dealing with something extraordinary. The authors argue that we're witnessing a transformation as significant as the invention of the printing press or the discovery of nuclear energy. AI isn't just changing how we work or communicate, it's reshaping how we think, learn, and understand reality itself. What makes this book unique is its philosophical depth. While most AI books focus on technical capabilities or economic impacts, this one asks the deeper questions. What does it mean to be human in an age of artificial intelligence? How will AI change the nature of knowledge, strategy, and power? Ready to explore the most important questions of our time, let's dive in. Part 2. The Historical Context and Three Ages of Human Development. The authors begin by placing AI in historical context, arguing that humanity has experienced three major cognitive revolutions, with AI representing the fourth. The first was the development of language and abstract thinking, which allowed humans to cooperate in large groups and pass knowledge across generations. The second was the invention of writing, which democratized knowledge and enabled complex civilizations. The third was the scientific method and Enlightenment thinking, which gave us systematic ways to understand and manipulate the natural world. Now we're entering the fourth age, the age of AI, where machines can perform cognitive tasks that were previously uniquely human. But this isn't just about automation. The authors argue that AI represents a fundamentally different form of intelligence that doesn't think like humans at all. Traditional human reasoning follows logical steps. We gather information, analyze it, form hypotheses, and draw conclusions. AI, particularly machine learning, works differently. It identifies patterns in vast data sets that humans couldn't possibly process, often reaching conclusions through methods we can't fully understand or explain. This creates what the authors call the black box problem. When an AI system recommends a medical treatment, approves a loan, or suggests a military strategy, we often can't trace exactly how it reached that decision. We're entering an era where some of our most important decisions may be guided by intelligence we don't fully comprehend. The implications are staggering. For centuries, human knowledge was built on the assumption that we could understand and explain our reasoning. Now we're creating forms of intelligence that may be more capable than us, but fundamentally alien in their approach to thinking. Part 3. AI's Impact on Knowledge and Learning. One of the book's most fascinating discussions focuses on how AI is transforming the very nature of knowledge and learning. The authors argue that we're moving from an age of human-centered knowledge to one of machine-augmented understanding. Traditional education was based on accumulating facts and learning to reason with them. But in an age where AI can instantly access and process virtually all human knowledge, memorization becomes less important than learning to work with AI systems effectively. The authors use the example of chess to illustrate this transformation. When IBM's Deep Blue defeated world champion Garry Kasparov in 1997, many feared it was the end of human chess relevance. Instead, a new form of chess emerged, centaur chess, where human players partner with AI systems. These human-AI teams consistently outperform both pure human players and pure AI systems. This partnership model, the authors suggest, may be the future of human intelligence. Rather than being replaced by AI, we may evolve to become AI's collaborative partners, bringing uniquely human capabilities like creativity, ethical judgment, and emotional intelligence to complement AI's pattern recognition and processing power. But this transformation isn't without challenges. If students can rely on AI to write essays, solve math problems, or analyze literature, what skills should education focus on developing? The authors argue we need to fundamentally rethink curriculum, moving from information transfer to developing uniquely human capabilities, critical thinking, creativity, empathy, and ethical reasoning. The book also explores how AI is changing scientific discovery itself, with machine learning identifying patterns in genetics, astronomy, and materials science that human researchers missed. Part 4. The Transformation of Strategy and Decision Making. As Kissinger brings his decades of diplomatic experience to bear, the book offers unique insights into how AI is revolutionizing strategy and decision making at the highest levels of government and business. Traditional strategic thinking relied on human analysis of limited information, often requiring leaders to make crucial decisions with incomplete data. AI changes this calculus by processing vast amounts of information and identifying patterns that human analysts might miss. In military applications, AI can analyze satellite imagery, communications intercepts, and movement patterns to predict adversary actions with unprecedented accuracy. In business, AI can process market data, consumer behavior, and competitive intelligence to inform strategic decisions in real time. But the authors warn of a fundamental paradox. As AI makes us more informed, it may also make decision-making more complex. When AI can generate thousands of strategic scenarios and recommendations, how do leaders choose among them? The book explores cases where AI-generated insights contradicted conventional wisdom and were proven correct. The authors also examine how AI is changing the nature of competition itself. In traditional conflicts, victory often went to the side with superior resources, better training, or more advantageous positioning. In AI-enhanced competition, victory may go to whoever has better algorithms, more data, or faster processing capabilities. This shift has profound implications for international relations. Countries are racing to develop AI capabilities not just for economic advantage, but for national security. The book explores how AI is becoming the new nuclear weapon, a transformative technology that reshapes global power dynamics. The authors argue that we need new frameworks for understanding strategy in the AI age, moving beyond traditional concepts of deterrence and alliance to embrace new forms of cooperation and competition. Part 5. The Social and Political Implications. The book doesn't shy away from AI's potential to disrupt social and political structures. The authors explore how AI might reshape democracy, governance, and social organization. One major concern is AI's impact on employment and economic inequality. While technological progress has always displaced some jobs while creating others, AI's broad applicability means it could affect virtually every profession. Unlike previous industrial revolutions that primarily impacted manual labor, AI can potentially replace cognitive work as well. The authors examine various scenarios, from mass unemployment to the emergence of new types of human-AI collaborative work. They don't offer definitive predictions, but stress the need for social institutions to adapt quickly to these changes. Perhaps more fundamentally, AI raises questions about the nature of democratic decision-making. If AI systems can predict voter behavior, optimize political messaging, and even generate personalized political content, what happens to authentic democratic discourse? The book explores how authoritarian regimes might use AI for social control, monitoring citizens, predicting dissent, and optimizing propaganda, but it also examines how democracies might use AI to improve governance, making government services more efficient, reducing bureaucratic barriers, and even enhancing citizen participation. The authors argue that the key question isn't whether AI will transform politics, but whether these transformations will strengthen or weaken human freedom and dignity. They stress that this outcome isn't predetermined. It depends on the choices we make about how to develop and deploy AI systems. The book also explores AI's impact on privacy, highlighting how machine learning systems require vast amounts of personal data to function effectively, potentially creating new forms of surveillance capitalism or state control. Part 6. International Relations in the AI Era. Drawing on Kissinger's deep experience in international affairs, the book offers a unique perspective on how AI is reshaping global politics and diplomacy. The authors argue that AI is creating new forms of international competition that don't fit traditional models of warfare or economic rivalry. When countries compete in AI development, they're not just seeking military or economic advantage, they're competing to shape the fundamental rules of how intelligence itself operates in the world. This competition has several unique characteristics. Unlike nuclear weapons, which are controlled by governments, AI development involves private companies, universities, and even individual researchers. The means of AI production, computing power, data, and talent, are distributed globally and difficult to control through traditional diplomatic means. The book explores how different countries are approaching AI development based on their values and political systems. The United States emphasizes private innovation and market-driven development. China focuses on state-coordinated AI development and comprehensive data collection. European countries stress ethical AI development and privacy protection. These different approaches aren't just technical choices, they represent fundamentally different visions of how AI should serve human society. The authors argue that the competition between these models will shape not just technological development, but the future of human civilization itself. The book also examines new challenges for international law and diplomacy. How do you negotiate arms control agreements for AI weapons that can be developed by private companies? How do you maintain stable deterrence when AI systems might act in ways their creators don't fully understand? The authors call for new forms of international cooperation, including shared AI safety research, ethical standards, and governance frameworks that can keep pace with technological development. Part 7. The Philosophy of Human AI Coexistence. One of the book's most thought-provoking sections explores the philosophical implications of sharing the world with artificial intelligence. The authors grapple with fundamental questions about consciousness, creativity, and what makes us distinctly human. They examine whether AI systems can truly understand in the way humans do, or whether they're sophisticated pattern-matching machines that simulate understanding without genuine comprehension. This isn't just an academic question. It has practical implications for how we should treat AI systems and what roles we should allow them to play in society. The book explores different models for human-AI relationships. Should we view AI as a tool, like a sophisticated calculator, as a partner, like the chess-playing centaurs mentioned earlier, or as something entirely new that requires fresh philosophical frameworks? The authors are particularly thoughtful about AI's impact on human creativity and meaning-making. If AI can compose music, write poetry, and create art, what happens to human creative expression? They argue that rather than replacing human creativity, AI might liberate it by handling routine creative tasks and allowing humans to focus on deeper forms of artistic and intellectual exploration. The book also examines how AI might change our understanding of intelligence itself. For centuries, human intelligence was the gold standard. We measured other forms of intelligence against our own cognitive capabilities. But AI intelligence is genuinely different, not better or worse, but alien. This forces us to expand our understanding of what intelligence can be. Perhaps most importantly, the authors explore how AI might help us understand ourselves better. By creating intelligence that works differently from human minds, we gain new perspective on what makes human thinking unique and valuable. Part 8. Preparing Institutions for the AI Age. The book provides practical guidance for how institutions, governments, businesses, educational systems can adapt to the AI revolution. The authors emphasize that successful adaptation requires more than just adopting new technologies. It requires rethinking fundamental assumptions about how institutions should operate. For governments, this means developing new regulatory frameworks that can keep pace with rapid technological change. Traditional regulation is slow and reactive, but AI development is fast and proactive. The authors explore models like regulatory sandboxes that allow controlled experimentation with new technologies while protecting public interests. They also discuss the need for new forms of international cooperation on AI governance. Just as nuclear technology required new international institutions and treaties, AI may require similar global coordination mechanisms. For businesses, the book emphasizes that AI adoption isn't just about efficiency gains, it's about fundamentally reimagining business models and organizational structures. Companies that treat AI as just another tool will be outcompeted by those that rebuild themselves around AI-human collaboration. The authors provide examples of organizations successfully navigating this transition, from healthcare systems using AI to improve diagnosis and treatment, to financial institutions using AI to better understand risk and opportunity. For educational institutions, the transformation is even more fundamental. If AI can access and process all human knowledge instantly, what should schools teach? The authors argue for focusing on uniquely human capabilities, ethical reasoning, creative problem solving, emotional intelligence, and the ability to work effectively with AI systems. They also explore new models of lifelong learning, recognizing that in a rapidly changing world, the skills learned in formal education may quickly become obsolete. Part 9. Ethical Frameworks and Human Values. The book dedicates significant attention to the ethical challenges posed by AI development and deployment. The authors argue that technical questions about AI capabilities cannot be separated from moral questions about how AI should be used. They explore several key ethical frameworks for AI development, One approach emphasizes maximizing beneficial outcomes, developing AI in ways that increase human welfare and reduce suffering. Another focuses on preserving human autonomy and dignity, ensuring that AI systems enhance rather than replace human agency. The book examines specific ethical dilemmas. Should AI systems be programmed with explicit moral rules, or should they learn ethics from human behavior? How do we ensure AI systems don't perpetuate or amplify human biases? Who should be held responsible when AI systems make harmful decisions? The authors argue that these aren't just philosophical questions, they're practical challenges that require immediate attention. As AI systems become more powerful and more widely deployed, the stakes of getting ethics right continue to rise. The book also explores cultural differences in AI ethics. Different societies have different values and priorities, which leads to different approaches to AI development. Western emphasis on individual privacy conflicts with some Eastern emphasis on collective harmony. These differences complicate efforts to develop universal AI ethical standards. The authors call for inclusive dialogue about AI ethics that involves not just technologists and policymakers, but philosophers, ethicists, religious leaders, and ordinary citizens. They argue that the future of AI is too important to be left solely to AI developers. The book concludes this section by emphasizing that ethical AI development isn't just morally necessary, it's practically essential for maintaining public trust and ensuring AI's positive impact on society. And so, Part 10, Conclusion and the Path Forward. As we reach the conclusion of this remarkable book, the authors leave us with both sobering warnings and hopeful possibilities. They argue that we stand at a pivotal moment in human history. Our choices about AI development in the next few decades will shape the trajectory of human civilization for generations to come. The book's final message is neither techno-utopian nor dystopian, but urgently realistic. AI will transform every aspect of human society, whether we're prepared or not. The question isn't whether this transformation will happen, but whether we'll guide it in directions that serve human flourishing. The authors emphasize that this isn't just a technical challenge, it's a deeply human one. Successfully navigating the AI age will require not just better algorithms and more powerful computers, but wisdom, ethical clarity, and unprecedented cooperation across traditional boundaries. They call for a new form of leadership that combines technical understanding with humanistic values, scientific rigor with philosophical depth. We need leaders who can think simultaneously about algorithm design and human dignity, about competitive advantage and shared prosperity. The book ends with a call to action for readers. Whether you're a student, professional, policymaker, or simply a concerned citizen, you have a role to play in shaping our AI future. This isn't someone else's problem, it's the defining challenge of our time. What did you think of these insights about AI and our human future? How do you see AI impacting your own life and work? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if this review helped you understand these crucial issues, please like and subscribe for more deep dives into the books shaping our world. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious about the future we're building together.